Good afternoon, everybody, and Happy New Year. I know it's a little late to say that, but this is one of our first webinars for 2024, and we're thrilled to have all of you that are regular listeners with us, back with us, and some of the newer folks that haven't attended our webinars in the past. It's great to have you here. My name's Joni Ogg, and on behalf of travelprofessionalnews.com, homebasedtravelagent.com, and findahosttravelagency.com, I want to welcome all of you to today's webinar, and I thank you for taking time out of your day to join us. Now, today's topic is Focus and Build Your Luxury Travel Business. And I'm really excited to welcome Travel Edge to the virtual stage today. Our speaker is Kate Richardson, the Director of Operations at Travel Edge Network. And prior to joining Travel Edge, Kate worked at professional consulting firms in the airline and technology sectors. Kate is responsible for Travel Edge's newest program, the Venture Program. And this program is designed to work with existing and new to the industry advisors to nurture and grow their businesses using technology and one-to-one access to seasoned industry experts. So just remember, folks, that you are all muted, but we do welcome your questions, of course. And you can type those in at any time in the question area that you see on the right-hand side of your screen. And when the presentation is all over, we will take as many of those questions as we can. So I'm going to turn the microphone over to our speaker so we can get started. Welcome, Kate. Thank you for being here with us.
Well, thank you so much, Joni. Thank you for having that warm welcome. I don't think we're too late to say Happy New Year. So Happy New Year to everyone.
Good.
And I'm happy to be the first presentation or the first speaker of 2024. What an honor. All right, so today I'm assuming you're all passionate about travel, just like I am, and we're going to put our love for travel to work, as we like to say at Travel Edge. And you know, before I get started, I always like to kind of start with this quote here. This is Nadia. She's our Senior Vice President here at Travel Edge Network. And here she's talking about partnerships and relationships. If you're already in the industry, you already know that, you know, we like to call this the relationship business. It's as much about knowing about the products that you're selling to your clients as building those relationships, both with your clients and with the suppliers. And you know, at Travel Edge Network, we take this very seriously, and we like to really build our systems, our training, our tools in a way to foster these relationships and to improve these relationships or facilitate them for you. So definitely something that's kind of built into our core at Travel Edge Network. So a little bit about us, just at a high level. We are a larger host agency. We do about 850 million in sales a year. We have 430 advisors, as well as 100 affiliates. Now, affiliates, this is kind of larger groups of advisors working together. So together, that represents about 1,800 individuals selling travel under our brand. And with that, we have 6,000 preferred vendor partnerships, or even more than 6,000 preferred vendor partnerships. So some of the largest, you know, in terms of numbers, the largest in the industry. We are an ensemble member. So when you join Travel Edge, you also become an ensemble member. We're based in Toronto, but we have operations mainly throughout the US, Canada, as well as an office in Bermuda. And I'm happy to say that I finally got to go to our Bermuda branch just 2 weeks ago, which was a pleasure to see. It's not to say that we don't have advisors or affiliates outside of these areas, but we see that the majority of our operations is within North America. Okay, so in terms of some of our, you know, main value adds, we have ADX. So ADX is our proprietary software. This is where you're going to search, quote, book, invoice. You're going to do everything basically in this platform. We have an internal development team that is solely focused on this platform to expanding its capabilities, and I'll speak a little bit more about that. You'll pretty much have access to every well-known global travel partner out there, along with all of their amenities and perks. I'll talk a little bit more about why that's so important. You know, why do we care so much about preferred partners? dedicated community and support. So all of our support teams are Travel Edge employees. It's very important to us. All of our support staff, they know our business inside and out. They know our advisors by name, and they're only providing support to our company. Continued growth and development. If you're new to the business, if you're looking to grow your business, you know how important training is. We have a full training program that is designed for people who are just coming into the industry or act as refresher as well. Maybe you want to learn more about cruise or hotel. We have a training program to get you up to speed. Now, if you're new to the business, if you've already been in the business for quite a while, we have different entry points available to you. We have the Venture program, which Joni introduced at the very beginning. This is for our new to business advisors, and I'll talk a little bit about that. And then, of course, we have our professional pathway. So this is for seasoned, affiliates or travel advisors that are looking to join our host agency. And like Joni said, if you have any questions at all, feel free to type it in. If I see any pop up, I'll definitely, stop and even address them as we go. Otherwise, I'll come back at the end and try and answer as many questions as I can. So in terms of the different pathways to enter Travel Edge, so we have our Venture program, which is really focused on new to business. And we actually have two tiers to choose from. We have Venture or Venture Plus. So depending on your learning needs, how you like to learn, how you want to set up your business, you're going to choose one of our different pathways here. Our program is centered around one-on-one mentorship with one of our seasoned experts. We have live webinars, access to on-demand training, and it's not just training on the products, it's training on marketing, how to build a website, how to qualify clients, how to get your name out there and use social media. So there's really a wide variety of training topics that are specifically designed to, get your business off the ground. And you're really going to be surrounding yourself by a supportive community to help build your confidence, right, and build your profile in the industry. Now, if you're already a professional, you already have a book of business, we're really here to grow your business in the professional program. You're going to utilize our proprietary software, ADX, and this is really to increase efficiency and to help grow your business. So you're really going to be surrounding yourself with like-minded, supportive to receive those firsthand, recommendations and advice. And you'll be benefiting from one of the largest preferred supplier programs in the industry. Okay, so a little bit about ADX, and at the end of this webinar, I will go through a live demo, but just to get started here. So ADX basically sits on top of what we call the GDS. Probably many of you know Sabre in the industry. This is a click and book platform. You don't require any previous experience. You don't need to know how to use Sabre. A very, very simple tool that allows you to search, book, quote, even invoice Travel Edge for your commissions. Within the system, you'll be building your customized professional itineraries. You'll be searching for different travel. You'll be quoting. You can even pay via the portal or send out direct payment links to your clients. The system will also act as your CRM. So as you acquire more clients, you're able to upload your client information in the system. So you can save, all of the relevant information, passport numbers, loyalty cards, etc., so that when you go back to book another trip or another service for this particular client, you already have all of that information. My favorite part here is the auto-calculated commissions on all of your bookings. So when you make a booking through ADX, it auto-invoices Travel Edge, your host agency, and will auto-calculate the commission that is owed to you. So, there's no extra steps. It's one username and password. It's one action. And, all of that kind of administrative work is done in the background for you. Now, in terms of you can also, set reminders. You can have notifications for final payments due, even birthday greetings, client passport renewals. that you can set up. You can even have, I'm in Montreal, so we say bon voyage or have a nice trip email or welcome home email. So really a lot of different options for customization and efficiency with ADX, and we'll go through a demo just towards the end of this call. Okay. So in terms of travel partners or preferred suppliers, so one of the largest preferred partner programs in the industry. Why should that matter to you? Preferred partners, it means we have a direct contract with these suppliers. So it means we've negotiated a very specific commission rate, often a higher commission rate than you could get for a non-preferred partner. And that's based on our buying power. It's based on our $850 million of sales in a year. It also means that we've negotiated special amenities and perks that your clients cannot find outside of ADX. So just to give you an idea of this, it was last winter. I took my my daughter. We had a special little kind of girls getaway. We went to a property called the Fairmont Montebello. It's really nice, just kind of resort property in the country. And I did my due diligence. I looked, do I book it through Travel Edge, through our contracted rates, or do I just book on the Fairmont website? And basically for the same rate, I was able to get all of those kind of extra amenities. So, we got free breakfast, which was really nice at the Fairmont. We got early check-in, late checkout, subject to availability. We got a free room upgrade, subject to availability. And we got $100 resort credit, which I think at the time we did a sleigh ride, a horse-drawn carriage through the forest. It was minus 30 degrees Celsius, quite cold, but the thought was nice. So these are the types of amenities that you could expect to receive in our preferred hotel program. Now, in terms of commission, so cruise, we're typically seeing between 15 and 18% commission, and that's right from your first booking. So sometimes other host agencies, you will have had to sell maybe $100,000 in celebrity before you'll actually hit that top tier cruise. For us, all of our travel advisors, right from your first booking, you're benefiting from that higher negotiated commission. Tour, we can see 12 to 18%. Hotel, we have 10 to 15. Insurance, great product, can go up to 45%. I don't have air on here. Air, we see a wide variety, and we have a full air program that you can book directly through ADX. A lot of our affiliates actually come to us just for our air program because of our preferred commission rates for air. So air, just to give you an idea, for a domestic short haul flight, basic economy, you can have as low as 0% commission, but going up to long haul business class, one of the better rates, you can go up to 15% commission. So a huge variety of there, but it is one of our more popular verticals or more favorable verticals that many of our affiliates specifically come to us for. So I just see one question coming in here from Sue. Can I book a non-preferred partner? Yes, good question. You can absolutely book a preferred, a non-preferred partner. You can book a supplier that's in ADX, outside of ADX. We provide, the tool and resources for you to be able to do that. Of course, we always recommend that you book, within ADX and that you book a preferred partner, just because we have that direct relationship. We have the efficiency of using the system. So it's what we recommend, but absolutely you're able to book any supplier of your choosing. Good question. Okay, so moving on to training and development. So when you sign up with when you sign up with Travel Edge, I was thinking Virgin Cruise, when you sign up with Travel Edge Network, whether you're experienced or you're in the venture program, you're automatically going to be put through our onboarding training. So you're first going to get introduced to our company. You're going to, learn all about the support services that are available to you, who to contact, when, as well as you're going to go through a training pathway for ADX. So these are kind of the basic modules that we will first put you through before giving you access to our systems and to fully onboarding you. Now, if you're new to the business, you'll go through a few extra modules. We'll put you through a module called Making Your First Booking. So we'll start to talk about how to find clients, how to qualify those clients. We'll put you through fraud training, which, as you know, very important these days. So we will give you a full training on fraud. So, many options to go through that kind of mandatory onboarding training. It is on demand. You're doing it at your own pace and at your own schedule. Now, once you're done that and you've been onboarded, you then have, hundreds of hours that are available to you through our on-demand training. And that's where we really start to go into detail. And this is all, elective. It's of your choosing. You can go through some of our modules on sales, on marketing. We have intro to insurance. We have a very detailed cruise certification, along with a great incentive program that we just launched. So many opportunities for continued learning. We also have a full live virtual supplier calendar where we have our suppliers, we have tourism boards that come on board and are fully available and for live training. Now, if you're in the Venture Plus program, this is where we start to differentiate a little bit. In the Venture Plus program, you're actually going to start your 90-day mentorship with one-on-one support. And our mentors are, going to get to know you. They're going to start understanding, what are your business objectives. If you don't have any business objectives, they'll help you set those and help kind of come up with a customized plan for you to achieve them. So they're really going to keep you accountable and keep you kind of progressing and making sure that you're, picking up and that you're going in the right direction as you enter this new industry. Now, in the Venture Plus program, you'll also be set up with instant messaging support, and along with our professional advisors, you could qualify for advisor knowledge trips and industry event access. Okay, so in terms of support, so we are a larger host agency, we're part of a larger organization, so we do benefit from a very thorough support network. So we have a finance desk, finance support. So every month you receive a report with all of your bookings, your commission earned, and your expected payout. So if you have any questions on those reports, the finance team is available to support you. IT, you have the option of taking a Travel Edge email when you onboard with us. If ever you have a question or any issues, with your Outlook email, the IT desk is there to support you. Air desk, so anything that you book within ADX is supported by our Air desk, whether it be modifications, name changes, schedule changes, the Air desk is there to support you, and they will be the ones to execute these changes for you. ADX support, if you have any questions on the system, you're not sure how to do something, there's an ADX team that's also available to support you. Now, on top of that, we have our dedicated regional managers as well as our product directors. So we have regional managers throughout Canada, US, Bermuda, and supporting our international advisors as well. And they're really your go-to resource for, any possible question you could possibly have about our suppliers. If you need a recommendation, if you have an escalation, maybe you have a client on site, they're not happy with one of our preferred suppliers, one of our product will step in, contact the supplier and try to resolve the issue in real time. So it's a very dedicated team that is fully engaged and responsible for our advisor network. On top of that, we do have an internal marketing team, and we do offer personalized digital as well as print marketing for your clients. And this is actually free of charge. So as you enter clients within ADX, you can actually decide to opt your clients in to receive, either the digital marketing or even the print magazines that we publish quarterly. So in terms of the digital marketing, your clients that you opt in, they'll receive this kind of beautiful email. Usually we'll have a theme each month. It will be enticing your clients to travel. There'll be really nice pictures, maybe some nice articles about some particular destination or a hotel. And it actually looks like it's coming from you. And at the end of the email, it'll say, get in touch with me to plan your next trip. So just a great way to kind of take that engagement piece off of your hands. We also offer free marketing resources, such as social media assets. So again, we'll have a theme usually each month that kind of goes with the different seasons, in particular for traveling. And you're welcome to copy and paste, take images, and actually post it in your own social media channels. And again, just another kind of great way to stay in touch with your clients. Now, in terms of ad hoc services to support your business, we do offer a website building tool. This is at a cost, a very easy to use platform. The program, they'll host it for you. You can decide to opt in, opt out of different modules within the website tool. There's even some modules that have free content that gets updated frequently. So that is at a cost, and you're able to opt into that. In addition to that, we do have a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week emergency services support line. So this can be for you to call in on behalf of your clients, or your clients can even call in for themselves. So, this is perfect if you're an independent contractor, you're an IC, you don't want to be woken up at 3 in the morning by your client who's missed their flight in Rome. They can absolutely call the 24-hour, 7-day-a-week emergency services phone line, and our team will take care of, rebooking, processing any payments that are needed. And of course, you receive the full commission for any changes that are made. So just really a great kind of support mechanism for our advisors. All right, so just to summarize here a little bit before I go into the demo. So we have, 3 different pathways here. So venture, venture plus, professional. Of course, everyone gets access to ADX, our support teams. Everyone has access to all of our different training programs. Where we start to differentiate is in Venture Plus is around our mentorship. So Venture Plus will have mentorship, instant messaging support, and exclusive invitations to the industry events. Now, our starting commission split, when someone comes in with no book of business, brand new to the industry, is 50%. So if a hotel pays a 10% commission, you keep 5% and we keep 5%. From there, it's a sliding scale that's completely based on sales and the collected commission. So if you opt into Venture Plus program, we'll actually bump you up to 60% to start. And now looking at the fees for Venture, it's kind of our more accessible program. It's an onboarding fee of $299 and then $49 a month thereafter. Venture Plus for the mentorship, we're looking at $2,000 with the higher split, the mentorship, and then $49 a month thereafter. Now, if you're a professional advisor, if you're affiliates, we do say that this starts at $15,000 of collected commission in the past 12 months. So if you have, this proof of revenue, we would ask this at the time of sign up, and then we would assign you a split based on your total, your records and your total collected commission from the last 12 months, and there is no fee for our professional advisors. So the split for our professionals can go all the way up to 95% and just completely, dependent on your sales. Now, the good thing is when you do come in new to business, as you start to sell, as you become more experienced, not only do you increase in commission split, but we'll actually stop charging you that monthly fee. So once you hit our threshold of $15,000 collected commission, we will no longer charge that monthly platform fee. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to jump in now, and I will do, I'm going to go through and do a demo directly in our system here in my ADX account. So in ADX, you can book air, hotel, activity, insurance, and cruise. Cruise, we're actually just about to go into pilot, so it is coming soon. So anything else that you want to book, whether it's a tour or a DMC, you will be booking outside of the system, and then you'll be coming in ADX and using our invoice tool to invoice Travel Edge Network for that commission. So for today, I'm going to go through and I'm going to look at hotel. So you can see it's, pretty much like any search tool that you would see out there. I kind of like to compare it to, the Kayak or Expedia, except this tool is just for travel advisors who transact under Travel Edge Network. So it's getting cold here in Montreal, so I'm going to plan my, weekend getaway at the beach in Miami, although I heard it wasn't that warm there recently either, but that's all right, warmer than here. But let's say we'll do it on a weekend. My check-in date is February 2nd. I'm going to do it for 2 nights, 2 adults. That looks good, and I'm going to search. So we'll see what comes up here. And just something to note, if you have a client, and it's multiple stops, you can pull up multiple searches here and toggle back and forth. So just to give you an idea here, so we see that 363 hotels populated that are in our inventory for Miami Beach. Price goes from anywhere from $120 a night to $2,500 a night. So wide range of product. We're definitely more luxury focused, but it's not to say that you can't book, non-luxury product at $120 a night here as well. So just going through, I am going to pick the Four Seasons because why not? And if I wanted to shortlist a few properties, I could also do that here by clicking on the button, and it would start to create a multi-quote that I could then send to my clients. So a few different options, but here, I've just selected the Four Seasons. It brings up, different information. I can look at photos, amenities, or facilities that they have here. And then I'm going to see all the different rates that are available to book at this hotel. And we see there are different rate types here. And this is something that you learn in training, but I'm kind of more focused on my Travel Edge luxury program because this is where I'm going to get those extra amenities that I was talking about during the presentation. So if we just open up the details here, and I can actually see that this is the same price. My luxury program, $796 a night, as well as my kind of non-luxury programs, typical Sabre rate at the same price. So here I see what's included in my luxury program, and these are our, special amenities that we've negotiated into our contracts. So here I see daily full American breakfast for 2 people. That's nice. I see $100 food and beverage credit that we can use once per stay. I see an upgrade of 1 category based on availability, a welcome note and extended amenities, as well as complimentary premium internet. So again, those are the types of amenities, that you could typically see within our contracts. Now, if you were in a cruise or something different, you might see shipboard credits or, a cabin upgrade, or even, a credit to use for a shore excursion. So I'm going to go ahead and select this particular rate. It's going to show me all my cancellation terms and conditions. And I see that this does pay a 10% commission. So again, everything is displayed directly in the system. Now, I could go ahead and book this and generate my payment link to send directly to the client. But for the sake of today, I'm going to start a quote, right, to send to my client, which my client will then hopefully approve. So right now I've started building a trip, and we see it's the Four Seasons Hotel, Miami, 2 nights. Well, maybe I want to, rename this. Let's say Kate's Winter Getaway. Miami, 2 nights. I'm going to save those changes. I could put in a description. I could change the dates. I can also add other services to this particular trip. So I could go ahead and add air, or I could add hotel for maybe another stopover or another city. insurance, activity, cruise. So we can add other services. I could also add a non-ADX service. So something that is not available to book in ADX, but I still want to bring it into my quote so that I can send one nice, concise document to my client, just to have that kind of professional feel. So, oops, there we go. So for the sake of this demo, I won't go ahead and add other services, but I will go ahead and add a service fee. So this is something that the system allows. And a lot of our advisors will often charge a planning or a ticketing fee. Not everyone, but the option is definitely there. So I'm going to go ahead and send itinerary. So I can actually send my itinerary directly from the system. Today I won't do that, just to save some time here. But if I continue to click down, I'm going to add my VIP support. I can decide to toggle it on or off, and this is my 24/7 support. So I can choose to sell this to my clients. It costs $60, and it will allow unlimited call-ins by me or my client for the duration of their trip to handle any kind of emergency. I can do a VIP package, which allows unlimited, or I can do just on demand, which is $35 per request. So I'm going to go ahead and send this itinerary. So it will prepare a PDF document with everything that I have quoted my client. And I can actually send this in an email directly from the system. But here, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to download the PDF that the system automatically generated based on the choices that I have made. We'll just give that a minute to download. There we go. So this particular this particular PDF was, automatically generated. So we see Kate's winter getaway, Miami, 2 nights. We see my travel dates here. It was prepared by my fictitious advisor, and we see all of the details that I had booked. So this is a quote. So had this actually been booked, we would even see confirmation numbers here. And again, I've only booked one hotel, but if I had booked the airline tickets or a different hotel, we would see all of these details in this detailed itinerary. And everything you see here is completely customizable. So I actually don't have to present myself as a Travel Edge advisor. If you have your own company name, if you have your own affiliate name that you would prefer to put instead of Travel Edge, you can absolutely update your settings and to only display your personal email or your personal company email or your company name, even your logo, fonts, and colors. Everything is customizable. So I had opted into VIP support. So I see here, we have all of that contact information here, global as well as North American number. I can click down. I'm going to see the details of all of the suppliers that I had booked. And we'll come down just to the bottom here, and here I see the pricing. So looking down all the services that I've opted into. So we see the Four Seasons Hotel, we see my planning fee that I added, and then we see my 24/7 support package that I am offering to my clients. So that's just to give you kind of a quick, taste, I would say, of ADX. The other things I like to point out, within the system here, resources. So we have everything that you could possibly need within ADX. We have our intranet that is available here. So here you're going to see access to all of our on-demand training. You're going to have all kinds of different tools, tips, promotions, tricks related, to Travel Edge and to being an advisor. We have our live webinar calendar here. So every month we have, a series of different webinars that are put on, usually by our suppliers as well as our internal staff, on learning about all the different products. We recently had the Tourism Board of Fiji who came and gave a beautiful talk. I believe we have Finland Air coming soon as well. So really a wide variety and learning opportunities that you'll see here. And then I also like to kind of come over here and look at reports. So reports are automatically generated for you based on your sales. So we do commission payments once per month. It's done by direct deposit, and for every month you'll receive a statement. It's automatic, so you'll know exactly what bookings are going into your commission payments and what that expected commission payment is. So it's just a great way of, we've done the work for you. Everything has been auto invoiced for you, and you'll know exactly what that expected payment that you should receive each month. So for this particular advisor here, I'm looking at the month of December. I see that they sold, $740. Of course, this is just my fictitious count here, and they had an agent commission of $34 for this particular agent. So we see the summary up top, and then the exact details of everything that has gone into this particular payment. You can also see other reports here, so invoice sales, if there's any outstanding commissions that we have not received the commission payment yet from the suppliers, you'll be able to see that here. So, really kind of great way for you just to, take that kind of administrative step away from you. You can also, when it comes time to, doing your monthly taxes or, looking at your income for the years, all of this is completely, you can filter, you can put in whatever dates you want. If you want to do it for your fiscal year, you can apply and have all of that information. It can be downloaded and further utilized by your accountant or your business manager. So I would say this is kind of some of the main areas that I wanted to show you in ADX. Joni, I think there may have been a few questions that came in for
Yes,
us during
absolutely.
the.
Thank you. That was really a great presentation, and what amazing software. That's amazing. Very, very thorough. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
I'll go through a few of them here. I think that you might be able to answer for them. Is someone asking, if you didn't already answer this, is there a minimum dollar amount of sales per month or per year that must be made?
So it depends what program you're in. So because all of our programs are based on that sliding scale of commission split, based on your sales. So when you're in the venture program, we actually do not have a minimum threshold. But of course, you'll remain in that 50% split until you're able to meet that $15,000 in collected commission to bring you up to the next split level. Now, if you're in the professional segment, where we have our commission split goes from 55% all the way to 95%, your sales will be evaluated, right, each year, and you have the option of, staying in the same commission bracket, moving down, or moving up.
Perfect. All right, thank you. Regarding a travel advisor's email address, does it have to be a Travel Edge email address?
It does not. So during your onboarding, this is actually one of the questions that we will ask you. So if you already have a business set up, you already have a professional email, by all means, you're welcome to use your own company name, logo, and email.
Okay, great. Let's see here. When an advisor adds a service fee, does Travel Edge split that amount with the advisor?
We do, yes. All fees that are transacted through ADX are done so at the split that is under your contract.
Okay. And is the 24/7 client support fee always a charge to the client? Or I think I noticed maybe you could do it to yourself. Is that correct?
Exactly.
As a gift or something? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great question. So there's many options there. You can decide to pay for it yourself, and if you're paying the VIP package yourself for your clients, we'll charge you $48.
Okay.
If you're going to, offer it, if you're going to charge your client, we'll charge them $60, and $12 is commissionable to you. Or you have the option, if it's a really simple trip, maybe you feel like you don't need unlimited phone calls, you can have the option just to use it on an ad hoc basis, and it's $35 a call. And either you can absorb that or your client can. It's up to you.
Okay, perfect. And it looks like this is probably the last question. And they said, first of all, great information. But is it available for US? And I know it is available for US agents and Canada only. This particular individual is in Brazil.
In Brazil, we would have to check. I would have to come back to them on that. We do have some restrictions in terms of some countries, just
Okay,
based on the banking, different banking laws. But by all means, I think they could reach out to me and we could
okay.
discuss that with our finance team.
Perfect. Well, and just so you know, too, Adriano, who asked that question, she will be able to see, Kate will be able to see these particular questions again if she wants to address that, and she'll have your email address information as well. So I think we got
Perfect.
every question answered. That was a wonderful presentation, very thorough. Thank you so much. I learned a lot today too because I really didn't know too much about it, and now I feel like I kind of know what I'm talking about now. So thank you so much. That was great, really, really great. I love your enthusiasm. You're a wonderful presenter, Kate. I want to thank everybody for being here today. And as you all know, we do record our webinars. So if you miss something and you want to get back to it and see this again or get a little more clarification, you can go to one of our many sites and be able to see those recordings of our webinars. You will all receive an email after this event, which will have the links to that if you would like to see them at a later time. And Kate, I want to thank you and everybody on here. I'd like to thank you, agents, for being here. I hope everybody has a great afternoon.
Great.
And
Thanks so much.
we appreciate it, Kate. We appreciate it very much. All right, everybody, have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, wherever you may be. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.